Hey guys, Stumble Guys and Fall Guys have a level in common. It's called Stumble and Fall Off the Wall. You're currently watching the Stumble Guys version. As similar as these levels are, there are some things that make them slightly different from one another. A main part of the Stumble Guys workshop are all the Mr. Beast obstacles. However, as you'll see later, I tried to get as close as possible to this when it came to recreating the Fall Guys version of this level. Even though I kept messing up this jump in the middle of the level, I felt like I did improve in understanding how to use the Stumble Guys level creator compared to last time. Compared to the last time when I made the same level in both games, this time I used the checkpoint in both of them. But for those of you who don't know, Stumble Guys has more of checkpoint-like zones, but Fall Guys doesn't, so I also had to find a way to get around that. And the more I look at this footage, the more I think the box that I'm struggling on should have had the checkpoint. But I'm not going to change it now. I was having a bit of a hard time as a single player, so I can't even begin to imagine what this level will be like with multiple players. Also, ever since the Fall Guys survival update that added hexagons among other things, I had to put them in both levels. This level is decently sized in my opinion, and yet all of this only cost $233 out of the level's 1,600 budget. Even though I wanted both levels to have the same exact name, I didn't realize Stumble Guys had a very small character limit for their level names. So I had to settle for calling it Stumble and Fall. Also in the first video, some complained about the obstacles not being big enough, so here's your Godzilla-sized fans. Once you get to the second giant fan, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. Coming right up is the level code for the Stumble Guys version of this level. Now we're moving on to the Fall Guys version. Thankfully, I was able to use the full level name that I wanted for this one. Since the front of the Mr. Beast walls in Stumble Guys are half pink and half blue, I did my best to recreate this in the Fall Guys digital theme. Instead of the Mr. Beast logo, I used a Fall Guys face sticker to get close to that. The arch platform in this version of the level is way skinnier, but it's still possible to walk across. In this level, I was having trouble with the jump on the triangle instead of having trouble with the jump on the block in the Stumble Guys version. In the Stumble Guys version, you guys will jump on a red block, but in the Fall Guys version, you'll be jumping on an orange block. Both levels have a 6-minute timer. While 233 budget was used in the Stumble Guys level, 297 budget was used for this version, so just slightly more. I think I might have made a mistake by using the digital theme since there are yellow speed bumps, but the ones in this theme that I used are gray. So these levels are more like fraternal twins. And here comes the problem, or the difference I should say, that I was telling you guys about earlier. Since Fall Guys has to have a checkpoint, I had to make it a bigger part of the level compared to the Stumble Guys level. And of course, we have our two humongous fans. I made sure that the hexagons would be blue so they could kind of match the Mr. Beast tiles. Once you get to the second fan, you have a guaranteed win as long as you're in the top 94% of players. Coming up is the code for this level. Farewell and kisses! This is actually a sequel video, so if you want to see the original video, check it out here.